Hey everybody, track announcer Pete Aiello here in South Florida at Gulfstream Park. Pleased to be joined by Kevin Grace and everybody who's watching this vlog here today. Kevin wanted to know how long I've been announcing races. I've been at Gulfstream since 2013, so that's going to be 9 years I think in July. Called my first race in Arizona in 2005 and kind of worked my way up the ladder, kind of like a minor league baseball player works his way up the ladder to the major leagues. I think that's probably the most appropriate comparison. How did I get started calling races? Well, that's a little bit of an interesting story. I was a horse racing fan from the time I was 4 years old, I would say. My parents used to take me to the track. My grandfather was a big racing fan, and my dad was and still is a big racing fan. So when I was 13, I got a horse racing computer game called Hooves of Thunder for Windows 98. I thought it was spectacular. I still think it's actually spectacular. Unfortunately, no machines are available to play it anymore, but I played that game for hours on end until the game wasn't exactly engaging anymore. So I started to call the races on the game, and that was the genesis of it all. I mimicked what I heard on TV. Race number 5 started the late pick 5 at 7 furlongs. These are maiden special weight runners over the sloppy main track. Scratch the 1 and the 3, no tribe, no show, no superfecta wagering. Win place, exacta quinella, double pick 3, and late pick 5 opportunity. Best Turned Out Horse and Groom Award winner, number 6, First to Act. Post time for race 5, the start of the late pick 5. That post time is 6 minutes away. 5, that late pick 5 pool approaching $150,000. Still time for wagers. 3 minutes. It's now post time. Lining up and moving in for race number 5, start of the late pick 5. Equal Pay is heavily favored. Irad Ortiz Jr. for Chad Brown. Egyptian Bride and First to Act are the last 2 to go up. First to Act and Castellato to complete the field. They're in the gate. And they're off. Good start at the rail for Equal Pay. She comes out firing and she's unopposed out of the chute. She leads a length and a quarter. Egyptian Bride won't let her get far while racing in second, and from the outside, that's First to Act in early third. Siempre Elegante is last of the 4, separated by 2.5 lengths as they run past the 5/8. Up front, it's Equal Pay in front by almost a length. Egyptian Bride is there second, First to Act on the outside third, and Siempre Elegante poking closer a bit. She's down toward the rail behind an opening quarter of 22 and 2. In her 3-year-old debut, rather her 4-year-old debut, it's Equal Pay on top a length and a quarter. Out 3 wide, First to Act. Egyptian Bride was with the leader at the start. She's dropped back to last now, passed inside by Siempre Elegante as they round the floor turn. Inside 3 furlongs from home with her ears up, it's Equal Pay, who went 45-1 to the opening half mile. She has the lead by 2.5 lengths. First to Act is there second at the rail. Siempre Elegante third. Egyptian Bride is backpedaled to last, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's a very confident-looking Irad Ortiz Jr. with Equal Pay. He hasn't released the brakes yet. She's still 6 in front. From the inside, that's Siempre Elegante trying to catch the second horse, First to Act, but nobody can catch Equal Pay. Equal Pay takes a knee and runs out the clock. She's long gone while never threatened at 1-5. Equal Pay easily. Second, First to Act. Siempre Elegante was third, and then Egyptian Bride in 1:22 and 4. Was second, number 4, Siempre Elegante third, number 5, Egyptian Bride fourth. Returning to the winner's circle, a popular winner of race 5, here's Equal Pay. 4-year-old daughter of Quality Road out of Street Rumor by Street Sense. Bred in Kentucky by John Gunther, owned by Steph Klarman's Clarovich Stables, trained by Chad Brown, the winning jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. $260 on the winner, Equal Pay. Exact is $6, Quinella $5, the double $42.60, the pick 3 $160 even, pick 4 $846.25, that's a 50-cent price. Couple of upset winners in the early pick 5, it returns $2,484.05, $16.05 for a 4-5 return. Odds on winner to start the late pick 5, Equal Pay in the 5th. Race 6 is next at 6 furlongs over the main track. It starts the late pick 4. Scratch the 2, Crammy Boy, field of 6. Post time at 3:35 in 22 minutes. So a lot of people ask me about how do you memorize all the horses, and some guys use crayons, some guys use markers. I'm lucky. I have a photographic memory, so sometimes it comes to me pretty easy. But the hardest part of my job, at least for me, is because I have that photographic memory, I have to forget what I just remembered. So if I have 10 horses in race number 6, I have to forget those 10 and come up with a new 9 or 10 in race number 7. So the hardest part for me is forgetting who you've already called for the day. That would be my tough part of my job. The other part of it is that you have to be somewhat of an international linguist to do this job, because you have horses that are named from all across the globe for all things across the globe. So French is the bane of my existence. I don't do well in French. I have a couple of guys that I can ask or Google, or there's a site called forvo.com where you can put in a name or a phrase and it will give you the proper pronunciation. But other than that, you just have to hope that the horses ran before, so you can listen to what somebody else called them. So that way, if you're wrong, he can blame the other guy. The horses are leaving the walking ring and moving on to the track for race number 6, the starting leg of the late pick 4 starter allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here is $16,000. Scratch the 2, Crammy Boy. A field of 6, number 4, Face of Victory. Heavily favored here, Tyler Gaffleone for Safi Joseph Jr. Best Turned Out Horse and Groom Award winner is Long Shot 3, Ohio Eagle. Half a dozen at 6 furlongs. It's the starting leg of the late pick 4. Race 6 next in 4 minutes. Are at the gate. It's now post time. Lining up and moving in for race number 6, the starting leg of the late pick 4. Face of Victory heavily favored, with Game Boy Betty drawn the inside. He's the first to move in. Ohio Eagle will be next, Long Shot Possibility. Then Face of Victory and Doo-Wop Don. Doo-Wop Don stepping forward. The last 2 up are Uncork the Bottle and from the outside, Acor. Uncork the Bottle ready. He's in the colors of Daniel Walters. Now Acor to the outside. And the late pick 4. They're in the gate. And they're off. Excellent beginning for the favorite Face of Victory, who fires to the lead up on the outside and ridden for speed. Uncork the Bottle. Game Boy Benny is third at the inside, followed fourth by Doo-Wop Don. Acor is next, and Ohio Eagle finds himself last of all, and about 6 lengths off the lead of Face of Victory. Tyler Gaffleone and Face of Victory lead by a neck. Uncork the Bottle is a closer second. At the rail, Game Boy Benny is third. In between horses and Doo-Wop Don, Acor is on the outside. Face of Victory is being taken out of the race. The big favorite Face of Victory has been pulled up. Up front now, it's Uncork the Bottle, who has the lead by a length and a half. Second is Acor. Third is Doo-Wop Don. Game Boy Benny is fourth, and then Ohio Eagle. Again at the back, Face of Victory was pulled up. And Tyler Gaffleone is off. Everything's all right there. To the top of the stretch they come. The leader is still Uncork the Bottle. He's on top a length and a half. Into the clear, Doo-Wop Don for... Winner is 6, Uncork the Bottle. Second is number 5, Doo-Wop Don. Third, number 1, Game Boy Benny. Fourth, number 3, Ohio Eagle. And fifth was number 8, Acor. Rather, 7, Acor. It's 6-5-1-3-7. 6-5-1-3-7. Stewart's Inquiry. Looking into the run around the far turn. Uncork the Bottle, a 5-year-old bay gelding by Colonel John out of Winekeeper by Pure Prize. Bred in Kentucky by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, owned by Daniel Walters. Rohan Crichton, the winning trainer, the winning jockey, Luis Saez. Riding double for Luis Saez, Uncork the Bottle's the second choice winner at 5-2. Next up is race number 7, the 7th race, originally scheduled for the turf. Instead, we go on the all-weather, the Topeka track at 5 furlongs. Scratch the 6, 9, 11, 13, and 14. Win place show, Exacta Quinella trifecta, superfecta, super high 5 daily double pick 3 wagering. It's a late pick 3 with 7th race post at 406. $80. The trifecta $43.40. Superfecta 651 in the 3. $616.20, $61.62 for a dime. Daily double $14.40. The pick 3 combination numbers in the pick 3 sequence are 1, 2, 6, $42.35. 6 furlongs a minute, 10 and 66 100-seconds. Again, after review, the stewards determined that number 4, Face of Victory, caused his own issue rounding the far turn. It was not the fault of anybody else. Therefore, no changes made to the running order. Race 6 is official. The late pick 4 is underway. Late pick 3 with race 7 up next.
Arrogate was away well, and so was California Chrome, but Noble Bird wins the start, and he'll go looking for the lead. California Chrome trying to get over, but he's stuck about 6 wide into the first turn run. Meanwhile, Mike Smith has Arrogate down toward the inside and a joint second while on hold. Neolithic is on his outside. Now California Chrome settles in 4th while racing 3 wide, followed 5th by War Story. Then it's a gap of 2 to Breaking Lucky. Shaman Ghost between horses. War Envoy down toward the inside. He's a neck better than Semper Fortis. Then it's a stretch of 3 to Keen Ice. He's 2.5 clear of the veteran Prayer for Relief, and the Argentine Aragon settles in 12th and last through the opening quarter in 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Julian Leparoux and Noble Bird, offensive-minded. They lead it by a length. From the outside and Neolithic from second. Then it's the heavy hitters. They're stride for stride already. Arrogate on the inside, California Chrome on the outside, 3rd and 4th, and only 2 lengths behind the pace setters. Racing from 5th, it's the long shot War Story, a stretch of 2.5. Shaman Ghost is next with War Envoy to his inside, followed by Semper Fortis and Breaking Lucky. Then Keen Ice. It's a stretch of 5 to Prayer for Relief and 5 more to Aragon, who's last as they round the far turn. 46 seconds for the opening half mile, and Mike Smith is the first to move as Arrogate moves up to take the lead. Back to second is Neolithic. Back to third is Noble Bird. California Chrome is losing ground. California Chrome not gaining. He's back wide and racing in 5th. Shaman Ghost splits horses for Jose Ortiz, and they're into the stretch, and it's the Breeders' Cup winner. It's Arrogate in front, leading by 3 with 1/8 of a mile to go. Shaman Ghost is trying to get into second. Then Neolithic. Back 4th is Noble Bird, followed by Keen Ice. But what a race! What a sport! What a horse! Arrogate romps in the Pegasus. He won it by 3.5 while confidently handled. Shaman Ghost second, Neolithic third, then Keen Ice, War Story.